My apologies, Ryan. I started closing the screens.
It's all good.
No pressure. Just when you said no pressure. I closed my browser. Oh my god. How's the Portugal, Brian? Ryan. Ryan.
Yeah. No, it's really good. It's really good. I came over to meet Andrew Rosner. So we had a bit of a meal and drinks on Tuesday, I think it was. And yeah, that was a bit of a mad one. No, really nice guy. You know, it's kind of funny because we're kind of in different universes. You know, he's kind of got the proven track record and everything else. So just to go out and have a bit of a laugh with him was super cool. And we were talking about this boxing match that we may or may not have.
So you were actually talking about it. Okay, then let us bring it in. So guys, did you know, or ladies, Ryan maybe will have a boxing match against
Andrew Rosner. So it was quite funny because we had this ongoing kind of bit of a laugh about boxing. He boxes a lot. He boxes weekly, so he's done it for years. And the weird thing is that we're the same age. I for some reason thought he was a lot older.
Okay.
So it really weirded me out. And yeah, so we were going to have this boxing match, and it was quite funny. We were having a meal and some drinks. And I was like, we could still do it for charity at Name Pros next year or London Domain Summit. You know, raise some money for charity. And I'm not much of a fighter, but if he put the gauntlet down, I would 100% be in, and I'd just train really hard. So yeah, no, but really nice guy, totally different to what he's like on Sherpa. You know, when you meet someone in real life, it's different. But he's got so much experience, and the stories he was telling me was really good. So I'm really pleased I came to Lisbon and spent some time with him, and then and then just been busy on this deal or no deal fiasco that's going on.
What do you mean fiasco?
Well, so the partnership with Domain Sherpa came about quite quickly.
Mm-hmm.
It was a bit random. I messaged the guys and said, look, basically, how about I sponsor DNWE? How about I sponsor Domain Sherpa?
Yes.
So I got a few ideas. They already had kind of a sponsor in place. And I said, look, what we'll do is these are the initiatives we'll launch over the year. And they came back and said, okay, cool. Look, it's not as good an offer, but we like it. But can you do the scavenger hunt launch on the first episode? And I was like, okay, cool, yeah, no problem. And I had 10 days to prepare that whole thing. So it was a bit of a mind-blowing kind of...
It was really well done. Really well done.
Yeah. And it was super difficult, right? Because when about 10 days ago, my mum fell over and banged her face or whatever in the morning. So I had to go there, take her to hospital. It was quite a difficult time. But the thing that kept me going was all the positivity from people saying, wow, this is cool. And the videos that came in from Braden. I remember one night I'd been up for most of the night, and then a video dropped from Braden for one of the challenges. I was like, okay, people are getting it, let's go. So no, super pleased to be part of the community, and hopefully people have a bit of fun and, you know, win some prizes.
So what is so scavenger hunt, and is it complete? Is it finished or not finished yet?
Yeah, so the scavenger hunt launched on Sherpa.
So maybe you can explain to those who don't know what is it. And
okay, so the idea of the scavenger hunt is that you follow clues to find the next clue, and you win prizes along the way, and you also learn about kind of tools that professional domain investors use. So we so things like .db or NameBio or some of the other services, they all feature. You get to learn about those, you get to compete, and then today at 6 o'clock in the UK, we launched the final challenge, which is a headline domain worth a minimum of $5,000 that you can win if you just partake. So lots of people got behind it. There's lots of prizes. Everything closed on the 20th of August.
Yes.
And this will be announced on the 22nd of August on Sherpa, on Domain Sherpa. So yeah, it's really cool. You have a bit of a laugh and you'll win some prizes and you'll learn some stuff. So that was the kind of idea of it.
And then the second stage was you were giving away 1,000 solitaire money or something. What was it?
Okay, so the second stage was there was a prize on DNWE. That was the headline prize. So 5% cash back on any buys or sells you do on DNWE. But at the same time, what we did with Mike Seiger from pyramid.com was the initial challenge was whoever got the lowest score on Mike's game would win a paddle racket. Because obviously domainers like playing paddle. So the lowest score would win a paddle. And then what we did in the second stage was say, okay, cool, we've got the DNWE as the headline price, and then also whoever gets the lowest score on pyramid.com will win $1,000. So that's open until the 20th, but the times have got really competitive. I think someone did it in 32 seconds, which is, that's really difficult. So yeah, have a look at pyramid.com, look for the tweet, and then basically get your lowest score. And whoever gets the lowest score by the close of competition on the 20th of August will $1,000.
Simple. Cash in.
What else can you do in life that will pay you $1,000 in, say, 3 or 4 days' time to learn the game and play it?
Sometimes you are watching YouTube videos, a bit off topic, but still close to that. And sometimes you go and you just start drowning in YouTube shorts or TikTok. I don't watch TikTok, but Facebook shorts and stuff like that. And yesterday on YouTube, I saw a thing that said, there is nothing today at a shopping mall that you will buy today and that will make you happy after 10 years. Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Invest in yourself.
Oh, 100%. I've been on such a journey over the last 3 or 4 years.
Yes.
And people don't really understand, people think you have self-confidence because you have a six-pack, and that's not really true. You get self-confidence by being the guy that turns up every day at the gym and doing what you need to do every day, and you inherently get a six-pack. And it kind of goes the same as domain names. People think if you sell a 7-figure domain name, you're wealthy, but that's not the truth. The truth is, if you turn up every day and just work hard and do what you say when you say, then you'll be successful. And so it goes along.
And no matter how you feel, and no matter how your day goes.
Yeah, the big gains are when you have a hard time and you don't want to get up, or it's raining outside, or it's cold, or you've got stuff going on in your life. They're the times where you need to get out of bed and go and do that thing, because life's difficult, but that's how you get the gains. And from my journey, that's kind of why I'm doing okay, because when the guys behind Sherpa, because I wouldn't normally be on Sherpa, so the guys kind of laid down the challenge, said, okay, cool, let's do the scavenger hunt, and they didn't really know what was going to be involved.
Yes.
But that was the bit that kept me up and just kept me motivated, and just making, because people believed in it, let's do it. There's no excuses. There was nothing at 3 or 4 in the morning that was going to get me away from delivering that challenge.
So, deal or no deal?
Yeah. So deal or no deal is really simple. Go to community.dnwe.com, click the button. JT will guide you through the intro. You find essentially what the headline domain is,
yes.
And then there'll be a winner. So when you complete the challenges, you'll work out what the headline domain is. So the first deal or no deal is, do you want to switch that for the mystery domain? Okay, so we have 2 domains, the headline domain and the mystery domain. You have the choice to switch out that domain. And along your journey, you'll get expert guidance from some of the panels, so ex-Sherpas, and we've got a whole range of videos on there.
Wow.
As to whether you should deal or no deal. The second thing is that basically, if you want cash, you can literally sell the domain, the headline domain, if you win, for $5,000. That's the next deal. And then the final deal is, do you want to go to the investor community? Because we've got we've been out to all the top kind of domain investors and found out what they would pay as a price for that domain. So you have the option to turn down 5,000 and gamble, because it's a gamble, because it may be higher or lower, what you could get from an investor. And the final stage is that you can keep the domain and go on and see what you can get from the domain. What can you develop it? Can you join venture on it? What can you do with the domain name?
But it is all a game, or a person gets a real domain name.
No, you get a real domain name.
Okay, so they actually get a real domain name.
Yeah, one winner will win the headline domain name. Right, they have the option to swap it for the mystery domain. They have the option to take $5,000 in cash. They have the option to sell it to an investor.
And who will pay those 5,000 in cash?
Us. So DNWE will pay the $5,000 if you want to cash out tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow, but when it ends, we'll pay $5,000 to keep the domain, because basically I spent more than that on the domain name. And so I think the total price.
How many domain names are you giving them?
So one headline domain name,
Yes.
that you compete for. That's it. So whoever wins the competition will win that domain name, or they can go up and play Deal or No Deal.
So let us say 1,000 people sign up.
So there's cash prizes along the way. The ICA are giving away $50 spot prize. Name Pros are giving away $250 along the route. So along the route, there's different kind of side competitions, but one person and only one person will win the headline domain name.
Okay. Nice.
So I think we've spent all in from all the contributions and stuff. It's probably about $13,000 or $14,000 in giveaways. And the idea is for me, it wasn't about domain people. It was more about, can we get people who aren't domainers, they know about domains, but they're not really domainers. Can we get them to participate? Can we get them to follow and learn about all the different software we use to make our life easy? And can we blow this up so that people realize that domains are an amazing kind of business, side hobby, whatever it might be, to be part of?
That's awesome. And what an advertising for TNWE.
Yeah, it's good. I mean,
Somebody is good. The
It's
golden
good.
hat is good.
My new hat. You'll see me in London wearing the golden hat. I might bring the jacket, maybe. We'll go full gold in London, but yeah, it's cool. I think there's a lot going to happen this year in the domain world. There's been a few announcements this week, like aftermarket.com, have bought domain.io. It's good when someone raises the bar, everyone else raises the bar, and it should have happened a long time ago.
Absolutely.
Amazing for the domain community. I think what it.com did raise the bar. Without
absolutely, they did something that nobody expected. Nobody expected. There are some sad people who don't like what they've done. They're saying, "Oh, those have failed. Those have failed. Those have failed." Like there will be always people who are bashing others, but in the end of the day, they've done it.
I love what they've done, right?
Yeah.
To get on GoDaddy, just it's success after success. I love the brand. I love what they're trying to do. And to be honest, without them, there wouldn't be support for events. There wouldn't be support for lots of news agencies. There wouldn't be that kind of thing. And they, massive respect for putting your money where your mouth is. And that's kind of what I've tried to do with this, the NWE and the Scavenger Hunt.
Absolutely, absolutely. And mostly, isn't that interesting that mostly new companies take the risks and do something for the industry? Talking about new people making new waves. Can I put a video on?
Yeah.
Well, it will advertise the main summit.
Okay, let's
But
do it.
Still.
I saw Jim Davis's video earlier. What a legendary!
I will show it as well. Let's go.
Passion, patience, and persistence personify the people in attendance at the upcoming Domain Summit in London. I am Mark Briafi, known as Mr. Premium, the premium domains broker at cedo.com. And that's right, no matter where you are, no matter what you're doing, the internet never stops, and neither does opportunity. And that opportunity next week in London, England at Domain Summit. I will be there not only attending, but also guest speaking on day one on the topic of success with CCTLDs. And what better time for that topic than because today I just announced the 6-figure successful brokered sale of crypto.co.uk. What better time, what better place than in the UK talking about CCTLDs at London Domain Summit. I will see you there.
.co.uk 6-figure sale.
That's amazing. He's a legend, right? And he does a lot of code.uk stuff. He's an absolute star. Fantastic. Well done, Mark.
Here you go.
Hats off to Mark.
Hats off, yes.
Definitely. Tip my hat to Mark. Absolute legend. And he's done well. He's had a couple of really good UK sales. And that guy's everywhere.
And he has done much bigger ones also.
Yeah, yep. Such a nice guy as well. I think this is why when you meet people in real life, it's totally different. Mark's an absolute superstar.
Yes.
And yeah, congratulations. That's a great sale. I know he's been working on it for a little while. So yeah.
And this was just announced today. Yes.
That's brilliant. Yeah, it'd be good to see him again. I've not seen him in a little while. So yeah, fantastic.
Shall we go and see what Jim said?
Yeah, let's bring on Jim's video.
Let's go.
Hi, Jim Davis here in the High Court in London. Next week I will be at the Domain Summit in London talking about domain name law with the wonderful Karen Bernstein from New York. So if you have any legal questions about your domain names, please pass them on to us. We'll be there and we'll do our best to answer them. See you then. Bye.
Jim is an absolute legend. This is the thing people don't get. When you go to these events, right, you're speaking to the most elite of people. Like Jim's on a total another world in UK domain law. It's incredible.
Absolutely.
And what a great video.
And he's already in London as well.
Yeah, I went out with him about a month ago. Went had a couple of drinks. Such an amazing guy. Yeah, it's crazy the people that are coming and the insight you'll get. And if you're in the UK, just get on a train or a bus or car or run, whatever, just come to London.
However, yes, if you don't have money, let me know. Yes, this domain summit runs with losses. Yes, absolutely. Yes, this one does. But the connections I have gained and if all the people have gained are insane. Insane.
I need to have a shout out to Michael Dooner, who's coming in from Ireland.
Finally, he couldn't come last year.
Yeah, it'd be amazing to meet him. He works so hard. He seems like an absolute legend. So
yes,
I'll be having a Guinness or two.
He's trying so hard, but there is only that much that you can do from your screen. Yes, you need to get out. Yeah. Go on, buddy.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to meeting him. He seems like a great laugh, and he works really hard. And it's funny because Ireland's not that far from the UK.
Yes.
But yeah, no, it'd be cool to see him. So yeah, and he's excited about coming over. So that's cool. It's a shame. Arif Arafat, who not many people know, he's a domain broker from Bangladesh.
Yes.
So we tried to sort out his visa to get him to come over. It had been his first event, and unfortunately he couldn't get here in time. But that would have been another amazing opportunity to meet someone who works. He's so connected, Arif. It's unbelievable. Every big deal that happens behind the scenes, guaranteed Arif is somehow in there in the middle of it, telling people about the domain. So yeah, there's going to be loads of cool people at London. So
about your golden hat.
Yeah.
What was the story? I go on. It seems that in the Wall Street, they use different colors for the teams to see each other and to stand out and stuff like that.
Well, what happened actually was 2 years ago, I was in Vegas with friends and went to Vegas and I said, look, I'm going to get a gold suit. I'm going to go there. I'm going to bankrupt Vegas and I'm going to get a gold suit. Needless to say, I didn't bankrupt Vegas. And one of my friends bought me this gold jacket that I wear. Yes. Whenever I was good domain sale, I wear a gold jacket. And then for my birthday in April, my older brother bought me this gold hat. So I'm the golden boy.
Shall we try it one more time?
Yeah, sure.
Shall we try one more time if we...
With Vegas in... Yeah, let's do the ICA thing in January.
Yes.
One more time.
Although you are fearless in casino, I've seen you in Vegas.
Yeah. Well, the thing is...
You did see me as well. I'm very cautious.
People don't realise, because at school I did maths, obviously. At college I did maths and further maths. And at university I did maths as a degree. I did 2 years now.
Yes.
So the one thing I know about gambling is you're always going to lose. So the best way to play it is all in on a 50-50 bet. Okay. And maybe you win, maybe you lose, but you're going to lose anyway. So that's the only way to win. So you could definitely get 2 or 3 50-50 wins on the road. And that's the best chance you have. Which is this is not investment advice, so I don't advise you to go to Vegas.
Absolutely.
The gold suit. But
boys and girls, in casino there is only one sure way how to win. It is cheating, and that is what the Forum does not advise. That does not advise.
I don't even know if you could cheat nowadays.
Of course you can. Of course.
I don't know, but
of course you can. Of course you can.
Okay, well we're definitely going together then in January, and we'll see what we can do.
I'm seriously considering the December.
For Vegas.
I'm really seriously considering December. Ish, yes. What was the guy's name? Ishmael, yes. So Ishmael is gonna do the Manor event. Yes, the Manor Expo. Yes,
In Vegas in December.
yes,
December.
yes.
Yep.
And I've got this thought, and this thought came up today. You know that I want to travel around, and I know that you want to travel around, but I want to travel and do one-to-one streams.
Yep.
It is a shame that nobody, zero, absolute zero from the domain name industry, any media, nobody wants to come to the main summit. Nobody. And from one side, you could say, oh, lazy and stuff like that. But business owners should always see the opportunities, yes? If they are not doing
Yeah.
that, and if DN Forum is doing live streams, what a perfect opportunity to go out there to ask
Yeah.
for a media corner, DNF corner,
Yeah.
and to do interviews.
Yeah. And that's the opportunity.
Yes, like at one of the names cons, there were lots of short interviews or something. They were amazing.
Yeah.
I did watch all of them, and maybe even twice. I can't remember who did them. So I've got this thought. And also, so when there is ICA's meeting, yes. So there is ICA's meeting. The very next day there will be D3 meeting in January. The very next day,
Okay.
Fred and the other guys they do the yes.
No, I think that'd be amazing. Remember that I put a tweet out earlier in the week saying I'm going to travel for the rest of the year. So tell me a location and I'll come visit you. So I'm going to do a month in America. So September in America from the 1st until the 31st. And then I'm going to do Europe for about a week. So I'm going to Italy and a couple places. And then I'm going to India for 3 weeks before Munir's event in Dubai. I'll do a week in Dubai. And then I'll go across to, there's a few other places I'm going to go across to. But yeah, I'm going to travel for the rest of the year. Go and meet people and stuff. But I think definitely there's an opportunity to go, if you're mobile, to be in forum and you go and have chats with people where they are. It'd be amazing.
That could be interesting, yes.
Oh, 100%. Because some of it's just about making things accessible to people. So, okay, you don't want to go and travel, but you want to watch the video. You want to watch the podcast of this person that you want to know about. So,
But going and chasing people, trying to find the time and stuff like that, but then you go an event where you will have all those people.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Just arrange 15-30 minute slots.
Yeah.
And go for it.
And to be honest, you only really want to hear from someone for like 15 or 30 minutes. You don't want to hear from them all the time because otherwise they get a bit boring. So definitely, 100%, that'd be an amazing idea.
Yeah. That is one of the thoughts.
I like it. And there's so much opportunity in YouTube Shorts and
Ryan, I understand that the main shop is awesome and sponsorship there is awesome. The Forum will have a sponsorship as well. The video stream sponsorship.
100%.
Done. Agreed.
Deal.
Choose the brand and it is yours.
Okay. Deal.
Yes. And those who are not watching, I know Ryan really, really well. And when a guy shakes a hand, when he says deal, it is a deal. So, yes, one thing. Can I, Ryan, maybe jump in?
Yep.
Hijack your time. There are different people in the industry, yes?
Yep.
And there are many people we will see who do not hold up to their name. They are hardworking people. They are lots of lazy bones. They are ordinary people who work only 9 to 5. And then there is Ryan. And all those, and I'm trying to say to all my friends before I introduce to Ryan, guys, when you talk to Ryan, sit down with him. Most often, the first offer that comes out of him, if you keep talking, will be the best offer you will ever get. But once he makes an offer, it is a real offer. It is not a like you are sitting and maybe. No. Once there is offer is an offer. Yes, Ryan.
Yeah, look, that's probably it's probably one of the things I'm proud about. Okay, is that
Yes.
whatever people come to me with, I'll always make an offer, and that's very rare because the amount of times you go to people and there's just no offer. So I'll always make an offer, whether that's an offer you want or like or don't like or whatever it is. That's separate, but I will give you an offer 100%, and it will be generally it's the best offer. But sometimes people need to go around and get kicked about a little bit to realise it's the best offer. But it's the best offer.
And those who are watching, those who are coming to the main summit, and the future people who are watching, and maybe me and Ryan already looks older, probably we look older, then, well, please do not get offended. I know that Ryan will not take offense. Again, please do not offended if you try to get a better price from Ryan and you go to sleep and you say, no, next day he will come with a better offer. And then the next day, Ryan actually comes with a lower price and says, well, you didn't take the offer. This is another day. Here's another offer, and it is lower already. Do you want to wait for the next day? So from my heart, please don't play with Ryan. I've seen it already several times, and it's crazy.
The only thing is that typically, if I make an offer and you turn it down, that's it. There will be no re-offer. There's no lower offer. There's no higher offer. There's just nothing. Very rarely would I even consider a second thing, because if you're serious about selling, you've obviously been to other people. So yeah, no, basically, if you want to do a deal, fine. I put a lot of work into having a contact base and network and understanding domain names. So generally, I just try to protect the downside risk of, and I'm sitting on a lot of investments that aren't that great. And people have done well in hindsight, and some you win, some you lose. It just is what it is.
And also, you don't have much time. Yes.
Yeah.
There are so many deals around.
It's probably one of the biggest things in my life at the moment is this time thing. Just in terms of time with friends or with work, it's all getting a bit kind of clogged up. And so, yeah, unless I'm having a good time, say with friends, then I'm not going to do it. And the same as domain deals. There's so many domain deals around that unless it makes sense, why would I do it? And it ties up. Domains is not about domain names. Domains is about money. And when you buy a domain name, you're tying up money for a period of years or months, weeks, whatever it might be. So there's only so much I can tie up in domain names. It's similar to McDonald's. McDonald's isn't about burgers, it's about land. That's their business model. And I'm a bank. That's essentially what I am, as a bank. The business is set up like a bank. So I'm the teller. I'm the person that greets you and cashes your check or explains to you about the interest rate on a loan or whatever it might be. I'm that person. And then I help you understand where we're at. And then I go to the credit committee behind me to work out whether it's feasible. And that's what domains is. Domains is all about money. How much money can you tie up and how long can you tie it up for? And then understanding the risks that are in the market to make sure that the bank doesn't go bust.
Absolutely. And maybe one day I will buy a flip from you. I just don't have the money for it.
I mean, look, we've worked on some pretty amazing deals together.
Oh yes, and more are coming.
People don't realise, but with DN Forum and Acorn Domains, I took the headline banner, and it was the best investment I've ever made. Right, from an advertising perspective, it was incredible. The amount of people that registered on the website, that clicked the banner, that we sold domains to, was fantastic. And then Helmuts and I teamed up on the weekly newsletter that goes out on Acorn and DN Forum.
Your idea.
That's off the chart. I create 10 domains every week. Helmut sends them out without fail. He's always chasing me to get the domains to him.
Yes, and Ryan always has got the first spot. It does not matter how big advertisers will come in. Ryan has got the first 10. And the second goes to Sido as well. A super patron can come in, like super patron. both first slots are
But
taken.
it was these initiatives that, pound for pound on spending has been incredible. And probably a little shout out here to Raymond Hackney from tldinvestors.com. So this is
Okay.
along the same lines. So
Go on.
when I bought DNWE, Raymond
Yes.
contacted me and said, look, Ryan, do you want to do some advertising on tldinvestors.com? And he has 2 other sites. And he said, look, I understand you're a startup, blah, blah, blah. I'll do your deal. And he said, what you need to understand with me is I'm like a quasi-employee, as in I keep an eye on the forums. I'll let you know what's going on, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I'm not sure, but I'll pay the advertising, happy days. And that guy is just relentless all the time. He's like, Ryan, I've seen this. And he's a huge, behind the scenes, he's been around for years. I think he was ex-Wall Street, like on another level. But that was... it's just crazy the opportunities around, and with with DN Forum and with Acorn, it's crazy. The amount of the sales we do in a month is crazy, over and above what a membership or advertising would bring. To contact 50,000 people a week with the best 10 domains, and they are the best 10 domains.
Well, average we need to say yes. 50,000 email addresses, and average bounce rate is still like 8-9% still.
Yeah, but people are obviously doing it because they're buying domain names.
The eyeballs that are being reached are insane.
The only thing is, if you see these deals, please do not email me a lower offer than what is on the newsletter, because I've given the best possible deals I can ever give. And yet people still
sometimes you send me this screenshot and come on.
But pound for pound advertising on DN Forum and Acorn, amazing. I mean, Sherpa, amazing. And yeah, we'll sponsor the DN Forum Live, definitely.
Okay. Agreed.
It's just weird that people don't realise the value of advertising. It's one of the things I was quite excited about was 2 years ago. I spent a lot of money on pay-per-click over the last 10 years for the finance businesses. And I think at one point we were spending like 20 or 30,000 a month, pounds. And I remember...
No, everything's good. Sound looks fine. Yes, maybe somebody on YouTube can say, is your sound synced or not? Go on.
But I remember that Darpan from Squad Help, they spent $30,000 in a month. And I was super excited by that, because I was thinking, I'm spending on finance and it's okay.
Yes.
And it's crazy. The next year, what we're going to blow up on advertising, well, just, crazy. The value is in these smaller kind of boutique news websites, forums. The pound for pound return is over and above what you'd expect. But I guess it doesn't scale for the likes of Squad Help or GoDaddy, because they're too big. They need tens of millions of dollars per month return, But for a small company, it's absolutely fantastic. Best thing I've ever done. Apart from going to ICANN CP with you in Paris.
Wasn't that great? Thank you for trusting me. Thank you. It was awesome. Yes.
Yeah. Do you want to tell the story?
Go.
I think it was Friday, and I was with friends in Chichester,
okay.
And Helmuts messaged me and said, "Look, do you want to come to ICANN on Sunday in Paris?" And I was like, "Yeah, okay, that sounds good." And yeah, I'll let you go.
You can tell everything. Look, we had a blast. Like, we go on.
That was the best week of my year. That was so funny.
And the trip. Do you want to say how we traveled?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, 100%.
Go on.
So I'd been out in Chester with my friends, and on Sunday I was really hungover. Popped back to my parents because I was staying there for a week or so, and basically got some clothes, got on a coach to London, and then we got a coach from London Victoria to Paris.
Yes. So Ryan was saying, "Hey, let us fly, and there are trains and that and that." I checked the prices, this and that, and I said, "Ryan, there is a bus from London to Paris." And Ryan was, "Bus? No." "Yeah, of course. We leave late evening. We go to Dover. We go to the ferry. And then in the morning we are in Paris. Then we walk down the river Seine, or we take a cab or something. It doesn't matter, and everything is brilliant.
The best thing was is like the coach was like £30 from
From person, yes,
Victoria to
29 pounds plus three
plus,
pounds or 2 pounds or 3 pounds to get the best seat in a bus. 2 or 3 pounds the front seat.
and that was genius. We paid like £3 to upgrade to the front seats.
Yeah.
So we're at the front of the bus, loads of space, everyone else and is crammed on and whatnot. And then we get on the ferry, and that was pretty cool as well.
Yes, and before you get out of the bus and you go on the ferry, what happened? Bus driver gave us something.
Yeah, he gave us a little token to for breakfast on the
Yes, voucher, a meal voucher.
yeah. So we had like a
Full
fry up.
meal voucher.
Yeah, that was incredible. And then
How do they make money?
a megabus, I think it was, wasn't it, or something?
Yes, yeah.
That was incredible. And then on the way back, it was hilarious because we did the same thing, but this time on the ferry, we basically had like two or three bottles of wine. Do you remember?
Awesome. Yes.
And we got our special guest for the London Domain Summit. He wants his money, by the way.
Next year we should get him. Next year we should get him.
Definitely. But no, it was the best week of my life. Best week this year of my life. You know, it was great to spend time together. And then it wasn't just that. It's funny because we've travelled on like a £30 bus across to coach to Paris, and then we're talking deals for like 7 figures.
Yes, absolutely.
And I think that's one of your best things. You know, is connecting people, understanding, networking, and stuff. You know, that's above everything else what you're really, really good at, and I'm generally appreciative of that.
So your plans of traveling, have you set them already, or do you? So what is the reason of traveling? Do you want to just to see the world, or?
Well, no, I think because I'm kind of a bit footloose and fancy free, the next stage for me will be having an office and all the other stuff that comes with it. But for the rest of the year, I don't have that. I don't have any commitments. So if I can use that opportunity to go and meet domainers around the world, then that'd be incredible. And domainers, like for me, the domain community and domainers, they're just really nice people. They're people I want to talk to, or they're people I want to have a drink with. I love talking about domains and business and money and all this kind of stuff. So if I can travel and meet these people, like, fantastic. Why wouldn't you want to do that? Like, for once in my life, there are no ties, there's no commitments. Just go and explore the world and see where it lands.
Of course. And then at some point there will be ties, and in a good way. Yes.
Of course, but it's, so many people don't make the most of the opportunity that's in front of them. If you don't have the ties, or whatever is going on in life, then go and do that thing, because it won't be around again. I know that next year I'll be tied down, and I'm sure there'll be investors, and at the moment there's a private equity company that's trying to buy some shares in the company, but that comes with huge costs to me and a huge inflexibility of the way I want to do things. So if I can keep those people away from the door, so that we can keep it as a family company and I can do exactly what I promise and say, then that's all I'm interested in.
Twitch. Somebody's on Twitch. There's one person watching on Twitch. Awesome. What's up?
Their game must have crashed or something.
Get back to the game. We talk domains here. No time for games. And okay, so what is that investment company? Can you tell some more details?
So we've been offered £1 million for 20% of the company, and that million will go into development. So
into which company?
EW3N.
EW3. Okay, that's your family. That's your family
Yeah.
business.
So I've got 2 companies, EW3N and then .UK Group, which
Yes.
I'm partners with Mo and Jeff.
And if there are some UK domainers who like digging and sniffing and coming up with different theories, there are more than just 2 companies. So relax.
They're holding companies. They're holding companies.
Yes.
So they own 3 or 4 other companies. Yes. But yeah, we've been offered investment from private equity. I just, to be honest, like I I'd rather. I think this is a domain project. You know,
Okay.
for me, I
Go
will
on.
not be in domains after 2029. We'll IPO. I will never. You won't know who I am. I won't come to events or anything else. 2029, and I'm done. But I want to make sure that the legacy and the values that I believe in are carried forward. So as long as I can keep those kind of people out, you know, the private equity and hedge funds and other things, as long as I can keep them out of it, then I can ingrain it into our DNA and our fabric to make sure that we become a company that's a force for good.
Sorry, whom do you need to keep out?
Oh, like so private equity investors and that kind of thing, you know, because then they mandate what you can and can't do.
Of course, and even with their 20%, they will do that.
Yeah, of course, yeah, of course, yeah.
That is a strange thing. Yes, I've seen it quite often. One shareholder, even like having 2 or 3%, if he or she is bullish enough, can dictate lots of rules. Yes.
But yeah, maybe not. Probably 15% is where you get some kind of say.
It is all about the voice, you know. The loud ones are heard the most.
Yeah, look. At the end of the day, is when you have anyone. You know, a company grows from you building something, your family investing it, your friends investing it, and then you go from there and you scale up. As you scale up, then you have other people, and maybe they've got a different vision, or they want bigger returns, or they're not willing to take on the risk that you want to take on. That's just a natural stage of growing a business. And so what you need to understand is what is it you're trying, what is your sole purpose? And, you know, for me, it's not about money. It's never been about money. I'm just so grateful that domains offer me an amazing opportunity to have an amazing life. I'm not driven by money. I'm not interested in the Lamborghini or the fancy house. That's not my motivation. When I look at people like, say, I mentioned earlier, like Arif Arafat from Bangladesh, and what I really like is with Epic. So what Epic stood for before they went bust was about offering the same opportunities for people in different circumstances. People who struggle with banking, people who struggle with the internet, not struggle technically, but struggle because the governments and society is kind of against them. So for me, I just wanted to pick up that mantle and go, boom, let's go around the world and help everyone that loves domains be a domainer, because it is the best business you can be in, like a staircase business. You can do it as a hobby, you can do it as a bit of a hustle. There's so many different avenues for people, and then you can take it seriously and you can do that thing. So for me, I'm so grateful for being part of the community. That's my why. That's why I do it.
And you would always say, just before you get into domaining, get Domain Academy course.
100%. Domain Academy all day long. Do the Domain Academy course. Don't buy domains for a period of time. Just, you've got name bio, you've got, do your research and stuff. But yeah, no, GoDaddy. No, but to be fair, I think I'd have a gold Lambo, but it's not a driving force for me. It's not the bit that keeps me up at 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. That's not the bit that keeps me up. If it happens, fantastic, but it's not going to make me happy.
What will make you happy?
Well, seeing people doing well from domains, people having a good sell, people having a quality life. That would make me happy. Because my life has been tough, really tough, and somehow through all the hard work and all, I kind of view myself as like the KFC guy, Colonel Matheson or something. That's who I am. This 78-year-old guy who tried all his life and eventually had a business and stuff. That's me, right? That I've tried so many businesses, worked so hard, and suddenly I'm part of this community, and the people are amazing, and the opportunity is amazing, and the ROI is amazing. That if I can help other people understand that, then happy days. Then I'll go and do what's next in my life in 2029. I've got some personal goals I'd like to do.
And are you already preparing for IPO? As there are companies who actually guide, like there are companies who who help other companies to get to the IPO. I've met some of them.
Not really, because I don't really. One of the things you need is a turnover. Okay, and I haven't really got a problem with that. There's a map in place. We're launching the hosting company in end of September, so that will underpin all our websites.
There you go.
We'll be in 150 to 190 countries next year with marketplaces and platforms and all that good stuff. We'll have, one of the things we're going to do is we'll probably take out 1 million domain names out of action in the next year.
How?
So what that means is you put a 10-year registration on the domain name and you take it out of action for 10 years and we turn it into an investment vehicle. So that's at least 1 million domains will be gone, as in you will not be able to get them on the drop.
So you plan to take 1 million, so you plan to build up 1 million domain portfolio?
Yep.
And
all registered for 10 years.
Register them for 10 years.
Yeah. A minimum of 1 million within the next year.
That's a 100 million investment.
No, 1 million domains.
Oh, sorry. No. Yes, 100 million, of course. Yes, $10 and times 10 years. Yes, yeah, of course.
And then you take those domains out of action, and happy days. And we'll make money from that because we're an ICANN accredited registrar.
Yes.
So our investors.
In the beginning, ICANN, then VeriSign, and all the other good stuff.
Yeah.
So you want to you want to build up 1 million domain name portfolio?
No, we won't necessarily own those 1 million domains.
Okay.
But we'll have 100 million, 1 million domains under management.
Okay, under management. Okay.
Under management. Our personal portfolio will probably be around about, within the next year, maybe 200,000 domains, I would think. Maybe more.
.co.uk and .coms, or just .coms?
Predominantly comms. UK's maybe, I'm not sure. It depends how things pan out over the next 6 months. I'm a bit disillusioned with UK's at the moment.
You need to hire somebody for Flip. Seriously, hire somebody. You don't have time for Flip. The thing is awesome. You have the front page of Icon. The widget is there.
Remember, there's a bit of a stranglehold in the UK because you have drop catchers catching domains.
Get in the game.
Okay,
Get in the game.
Yeah, I know, but I know
So,
the thing is.
Nixel is coming. Yes, Nixel is coming. They offer catching for €10 or something like that. They're gonna change. Martin has tried entering the UK market already before, and it looks like he's gonna give another attempt. So he will shake up UK drop catching market.
Yeah, I know that we can outperform standard drop catchers. I know that from some initial tests. It's just I'm not passionate about it. That's the thing. I know I really like to work on stuff I'm passionate about. So yeah, that's probably not one for me. But
so who are the main main people in the UK drop catching? So there is the main law. And
UK backorder
and different partners. Yes, he's got different partners. Yes. Some not the correct wording, but something like that. Yes.
Yeah. No, he has multiple.
Technology. He's got technology. Yes.
Yeah,
and then he works together with yes, and then his technology helps some other domainers. Let us use careful wording. And then we have UK drop catch. Yes.
UK backorder.
Sorry, UK backorder. Okay.
Yeah, and then you have Kalin.
Is Kalin big in the UK as well?
Yeah. I think he uses UK.
So Kalin, those who do. Sorry.
He has his own scripts as well, so he's doing well. So Kalin's the Grand Master chess person that you'll meet at the summit.
Okay. Yeah.
But he's quite big. He's number 3 or something.
Yes, 300,000 domain names, yes. At one point, he had 0.1%, almost 0.1% of all the world's domain names. Bulgarian guy, yes. He'll be
great guy, and you'll meet him in London. and
Yes.
he's pretty good at chess. So good luck beating him. Yeah, apparently Sav have got 1.2 million domains under management.
UK one?
No, comms.
Okay, comms.
Yeah, but like com catching is super competitive. But yeah, no, there's definitely entry for someone in the UK, or someone's come along and disrupt the UK drop market, the drop catching market, 100%.
Yes, it is already highly competitive. I know that Germans have tried, and German drop catching is even more competitive. But once they come here, and they just return to Germany.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's definitely competitive, and
that's good. That's good. Of course, the market is strong.
There's a lot of talented people in the UK who are developers and stuff.
Okay. Yes.
100%.
Okay. And the trouble with the UK that there is no vision to build on that UK.
Yeah. I mean, some of this comes back to Brandable and doing some advertising and marketing to make general public aware about the value of a UK domain. When I say UK domain, I mean co.uk or UK. But it's a good time to buy UK domains because the market is in such a terrible place. That's the best thing. You know, I think I bought a domain for like £6 and sold it for 2,000 or something. So there's good upside there, but you just need a lot of them.
Can I ask you one question? I made a post. I taken domains, and I suppose like I kind of tagged you in it as well.
Okay.
Did you see it or not?
Maybe
But let me share a screen. I will screen, and okay, I will. So there is this video. Yes,
Okay.
it will be the sound. It is Grand Cordon. So just I would love to hear your thoughts on it.
What's the most amount of money I can spend with you on a membership?
Have you been to the gym before?
What's that matter?
Sorry, so if we can show you what we've got, the facility, are you local?
Yeah, but I mean, all I want to know is what's the most amount of money I can spend with you?
You can spend as much as you like.
But how much would that be?
So our memberships start from £29 a month, and our top package is $69.99 per month. It all depends on obviously what days and what times you'd like to come and what you'd like to get out of the gym.
Okay, hey, thanks a lot.
All right, take care.
You should be fired. It's not his fault. He hasn't been trained. Happens every day right there. Was I mean to him? Was I terrible? Was I awful? Are those like crazy questions I ask? What's the most money I can spend with you, man? Are you local? Well, what does that matter? Just be transparent with him. Hey, glad you asked. Thank you for asking. Why don't I do this? Why don't I text?
I tell you what, I'm selling a ton of domains on Brandable.
Yes.
Because what happens is someone buys one variant, the UK or the .co.uk, and I'll phone them up and I'll say, look, hey, I can see you bought one or the other. Do you want to buy the other one? And that's one thing I'm really excited about Brandable is because I have the opportunity to get on the phone, speak to the buyer, and say, look, why haven't you bought the other one? And they're like, well, you know, it's a lot of money, it's this, it's that. And I'm like, look, to be honest, like this is about brand confusion. If someone comes along, you've spent X amount of thousands of pounds on a domain, you need to protect it, which I generally believe is true. But that's the biggest difference, say, versus domain manage, where it's comms and people around the world, and it's so much more trickier. So that's one of the best things about the UK market. Why wouldn't you pick up the phone and speak to someone and say, hey, and it's kind of the same thing. When I sell a domain, I always speak to the buyer and I say, hey, what did you think of the price? Would you have paid more? Would you have paid more if it was on lease to own? Would you have paid more if it was on a buyback guarantee? What's important to you? And that kind of thing. And they're generally honest and open about it, saying, yeah, you know, if it could have been on payment terms, I would have paid more. Or, you know, the buyback guarantee, not really for me because because I still have to front up the upfront. I still have to pay out the upfront cash. But everyone that buys domain for me, I phone them up and I say, what's important to you? What can we do for you? And that insight, same as Grant Cardone, is exactly the same.
So those are the thoughts that were triggered by you, yes?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, 100%. It's why we, that particular example you gave was more about the fact that the person that was
So
on the phone
look,
didn't understand the value.
a multi-millionaire calls up a business
Yeah.
and says and asks a simple question: what is the most amount I can spend with you today? Imagine picking up and you don't know who is on the other side. And
Well,
he says, I don't know. Well, our cheapest prices start from 29. God. And then the most money, the, the, the biggest bill he can give to a multimillionaire who has come is $69, $60. That's the biggest bill.
remember that whoever he phoned up is obviously a trainee or something, right? Or he worked, or
Yes,
they're
yes,
trained to work in
yes.
the low end market. Because the answer would have been, "Hey Grant, you sound like a big hitter. I'm going to come and meet you. Where are you at? Right? Let me give you a personal tour of the gym, right?" But to charge £29 a month or whatever the thing was, right? You're working in a gym that isn't worth spending 5,000 a month on. That's the reality. It's like if Grant Cardone phoned up McDonald's and said, "What's the biggest meal you got?" and stuff. They'd be like, "Well,
Yes,
a Big Mac," right? They're not going to say, "Oh, we've got filet mignon coming in and we've got a nice portfolio."
absolutely. But now you are talking. Now you're talking about exceptions. There are exceptions. There is Asda in the UK, in the US, Walmart. They are exceptions. There are very, very few businesses that can sell loads of shit products for very low price. And there are very, very few of them
Yeah.
who can sell for the low prices, and there are big chains of them. And then they rely on the. I don't know. For me, it was like, I don't know. I just looked on me and I thought, I started analyzing myself. People would come to me and they would ask, "Hey, what is the maximum I can spend with you?" "Oh, don't worry, I'll give you the service for free," and stuff like that. Do you understand my point? Yes. And
You
then I,
learn
and
this.
then I,
You,
and then I started, and then I started to think, God. So we all want to be successful. Yes. Either are you chasing the money in life or not, but you want to be successful. Yes. You want to have many of us. Well, we are here in the mining business, so most of us, we are entrepreneurs. So we want to be able to fund our lifestyles. We want to have, most of us, we need to have at least few assistants. Yes, well paid assistants. If you want to hire a star employee, how much how much is a star employee? I'm not saying Prashana, our admin, is fantastic. Yes, the guy, what he
yeah,
does,
yeah, amazing.
he's absolutely amazing. What's the price of a star employee? Microsoft, Google, Netflix level employee.
I think for, I think in the domain world,
Yes,
250,000 a year.
absolutely. And for me, when I look at myself, and yes, I'm charging the prices that make many domainers angry, and nobody has done it before for the domain names, apart name pros, and that is one of the reasons why they are successful. And even then, with those prices, of course, I'm selling them with discount, and I can
But
hire that person. I cannot hire one person like that. I can hire him for 1 2 months. That's it.
But the thing is that, yeah, it's relative, right? So for me, employing someone on 250,000 on tech or on the domain side, it makes sense, right? Because of the money we'll make. On
Yes,
a forum, you can't afford to employ someone on 250,000. It'd be insane, even
of
for
course you
events.
can.
It just wouldn't make sense unless you've got
Of
50.
course, if you take a star, real star, and you start developing tools, insane tools, do you think I will not make that money back?
On a forum, that'd be difficult.
The forum will add the tool.
But if you have 50 forums, then
Yes.
maybe. But
Okay.
on
Yes.
one forum, I can't see it. I think the thing is that it's kind of weird because your skills outweigh way over and above what you could ever generate from a forum. You know that. I've told you this many times.
Oh yeah. Of course. Yes.
But you're passionate about it, like the event, and the event's gonna be amazing because you're so passionate about it, and and that's the thing is like businesses don't fail; people just lose passion and quit.
Yes.
But you don't need a star employee. Like, to be honest with what you're doing, you don't need a star employee. You are the star employee. You don't need anyone. And you know, we maybe have a slightly different mindset in that I don't outsource anything. So everything that's happened on the Scavenger hunt or
Yes.
or Deal or No Deal, I've done every tweet, every word, every character, every design, everything. I've done it all because I don't trust at this stage, because it's a kind of pilot version for the Christmas campaign, that I just don't trust anyone. But once I lay it down and it's out there, I can bring an agency in to say, okay, this is what we achieved. Boom, off you go. And there isn't a star employee, Helmuts. That's what I learned years ago. I spent so much time paying the best of the best people to do the best of the best jobs, and it wasn't that great. There are no star employees. You are the star employee. I'm the star employee, and that's it. And it's what
sometimes you are. Sometimes you are.
Yeah, but you're always the worst employee as well, because that's just the way it is. You know, you're the best and you're worst, because the only people you're competing with is yourself, right? And once you accept that, that's cool. You know, I don't compete with anyone. When I was out with Drew and stuff, you know, the guy's a superstar. I'm not competing with him. We're just in different
100%.
We're in different
But
worlds.
you see, if you go to, I just looked at on my side. So let us say somebody comes to in, and I had this situation. So I was thinking about it. And yesterday I had a drink. Little drink.
Oh, that's rare.
Little drink. Yes, that is rare. I had a mental day. I had an absolutely mental day. And the evening I had a little drink, and then I had a call. I had a long call, and the person said, "Okay, let me support Summit a bit, like you did. Let me support." Okay, so these guys who promised you sponsorships, they left. Those guys promised, they left. Okay, let me support it. I will not tell who is it and stuff like that at the moment, but then he said, "I'll give you this amount. It's not tens of thousands, but I'll give you this amount. What can you sell me?" And again, I'm so close to Summit, I've stopped sponsorships. And I realized again, I cannot sell him anything. Now I start to look, you know, it is not only about myself. I'm just looking that if you have Grant Cardone coming in and asking, what is the maximum I can realistically buy from you, and you know, and you are not making up some prices. So let us say you would say, "Hey, I've got this mouse for 5 million." No, that would be stupid. Yes, but what have you got on the top shelf? And then I started looking at myself and thinking, how am I building my businesses? And like you definitely have. So if people wanted to come, so let us say Elon Musk came to you. Let us say Elon Musk came to you and asked, Ryan, or if GoDaddy came to you. If GoDaddy came to you and asked, Ryan, how much money can we spend with you? What would be the amount?
Well, so I had a conversation earlier today with someone, and they said, Ryan, love the business model, love these projections, right? How much can we spend with you? And I said 100 million.
100 million. Okay.
Right. And they said, fantastic. That puts us in the IPO range. Love it. Yes. How are we going to do that?
And you did explain the value. Yes, you did explain. Yeah, it was not a made up number. You know, there are. No. My apologies for interrupting. We will return to that. But I'm talking to you as a friend, and I'm not moaning. I'm growing. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. But there are those two guys who sit by the shop or by the pub or in the pub, sit on the lager and they keep thinking, what would you do if you had 10 million or something? That is not the case. This is a realistic number they asked. Yes.
Yeah, just remember that the key thing here is that this is learning. Okay,
Yes.
this is your third summit. So what you realise is that there's a lot of people that want to come in the last 2 weeks. Okay, so rather than closing down packages, you should have packages available for them.
Of course.
Right, cool. You want the floor, you want 100 people, absolutely fine. Boom, here's the price. It's like last minute, blah, blah, blah. And for me, when I speak to people and they say, well, okay, love the domain thing. If we put a million in, that's fantastic, right? How big can this go?
So they asked, how much can we put in the maximum? Yes, you said 100 million.
So people
then
say
the next was they did ask as investors. Sorry for interrupting. Did they ask what would be the return?
Partly the return and partly is how are you going to achieve it. Okay, so those two things kind of in conjunction, but this ties in with the IPO because IPO is generally the most money. And when you don't raise, like if I avoid private equity in series A, B, C, D now, then it's a winner.
And did you give an answer that helped them?
Yeah, 100%. They like it. They don't, some people want big visions. They like that. Cool. And it's like, oh, like there's so many businesses that say, okay, cool. Well, the maximum, like if we get 5 million, we'll spend it all on marketing, we'll get all these customers in, we'll make this money. But that's still capped at a level. And for the next stage, it's 100 million. That's where it's at. And my goal has always been to be the one person founder that creates a business with a market cap of say 10 billion. That was the thing, because it's never been done before, but technology's there. And that was my thing. And when I was speaking to people, that's what I conveyed to them. No employees, no anything. Like the company I run, there's no employees. I work with a lot of companies similar to WhatsApp. WhatsApp sold for 12 billion with 12 employees. Right, that's kind of off the chart. There's so many companies that don't have the staff.
You haven't got the staff on contracts. As employee, you don't have employees. Yes.
Yeah, employees are just. No, I had that in the finance business. We had a ton of staff. It wasn't like, I don't want someone to tell me about their problems and their grand's unwell and all this kind of thing. As heartless as it seems, I don't care. Just basically, we have to deliver a job. Let's get on and do it. So when you work with a company, if someone's unwell, it doesn't matter because they have other staff and stuff, right? It's just the way you get scalability. It's the honest truth.
I posted a thing on Acorn. I felt like nobody will understand. Somebody will think that I'm bragging or something. Somebody will and then I picked up my phone and made a call, sales call, the biggest sales call I could try to get made. Didn't go through. We had a chat, but still.
I think the thing is, for me, it's been so tough over the last 2 or 3 years trying to build something, right, with no money other than our own kind of stuff to build it.
And of course. And you build up that muscle starting from nowhere, little bit like going to the gym. Yes.
But next year, for me, the Domain Summit and the stuff we'll put behind it will be on another level. It's just taken a bit of time to get to this point. And I've always tried to support things over the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Next year for me will be the blowout year.
And like recently, would you think last year? Would you thinking about yourself this year? Would you think that you could be sitting in Paris talking a 7-figure deal, like really making offers, like 7-figure offers on a deal?
It's been a crazy year. For me, from a personal point of view, it's been incredibly hard work building platforms and all the stuff that goes with it and the headaches and stuff. It's a nightmare. For me, I want to be like buying stuff. So, but yeah, would I have seen it? Maybe not. Well, I've always had quite big plans, but to be in that situation at that time, no. And I think that's the next step up. And it's kind of weird as you step up to these big deals, you're like, oh, okay, cool. But I'm still the person picking up the phone when someone tells the main on brandable, say, hey, by the way, the .co.uk is available or the .uk is available. I'm still that guy. How long I can do that for, I don't know. But
that's nice. That's cool. Yes, to pick up a phone.
Absolutely, because it's not.
Yeah.
It's. I'm just hugely respectful for anyone that puts their domain on any of our platforms, and I'll do my best. And I represent the seller and only the seller, so that's quite clear cut. and that's important to me. To be like, no, cool, you put it on the platform. By the way, this is how you should price it. This is what we should do. If they reject it, don't worry, I'll phone them up. And it's just how I maintain that.
Ryan, you don't mind when I sometimes try selling you something, yes? I know that you have bought already the sponsorship for the DN Forum streams, and then and so is the brandable launched? Are we gonna have a brandable party on the main summit on Wednesday?
I'm not sure. We're having a
not yet. We are not yet there. We still have time.
I'd like to do it. I like the veg box place and stuff.
Yes.
I'd like to do it. It's just I need to sort out some stuff on brandable.
No problem.
So I don't really want a launch party. This year's not great for a launch party, but maybe DNWE or something we can do.
DNWE party?
Something, but let me have a think. Let me have a think about that one.
There is a whole amount, the whole amount. We can go half amount for the first 2 hours, 7 to 9. Huh?
If you get someone else to do the half amount, I'll do the half amount.
Can we say the amount that whoever is watching, lurkers? Okay. Anyway, deal.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Anyway, deal. Yes. I'll try.
When someone's picked up half the
Yes.
tab, I'll pick up the other half.
Yes. Or Tuesday is good as well. Yes.
Yeah.
Tuesday is good as well. Yes. Let's do it. I will have a chat with Munir. Munir is the person I was talking to him yesterday. Munir is doing very good. Very, very good. And God, it is so great actually to gain contacts like Munir, I'm talking to Daniel, to some other guys. Sometimes I talk to Andre. Very, very rarely, but still, like.
Yeah, if Munir's up for it, I'll do the other half. I'll do the other.
Munir is actually the one who says that he wants to. He said, okay, yes. We share a lot. He organizes event. He's got his own struggles. I've got mine, and I've got my advantages. Like London is like established market, buzzing. So many top companies are around, but then people in Dubai, they do not expect anything for free. It is like if you are going, of course you are paying.
Yeah.
In the UK, it is totally different. Me trying to sell premium tickets was like, what? How do you dare asking me money for attending? Yeah.
I think
markets are different. That's fine. UK people are spoiled. Like Europe is spoiled.
Yeah, I mean Munir's event in Domain Days,
Dubai. Yes,
that's all about the VIP experience. You like incredible experience.
It is all about the experience. Yes,
it's the money in Dubai, which is cool. Yeah. That's the way it is.
Yeah.
So yeah, and Munir's a great guy. I spoke to him quite a bit over the last.
He is a fantastic guy.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. He wanted to support, and then he said I could support it as the main days Dubai, but then how would it look that one event sponsors another event? He says I could go with a server. I had a very, very good chat with him till his phone died yesterday.
I mean, I don't mind if he wants to sponsor it as the main days. I'm happy to I'll pay half and be DNWE in the corner somewhere. I'm not that fussed. I don't like the big.
Fabulous. So we have the full sponsorship on the Tuesday. I just need to confirm it with him as well.
Okay.
If not, I will find another sponsor. You are in, buddy, already. You've put me in the slot. Yes. Deal.
I'm not coming on one of your podcasts ever again. I've just signed up for sponsorship of DNF, and now.
Of course, you will have money for the sponsorships.
Okay.
No.
That'd be good. London will be amazing. I'm really looking forward to it.
I was thinking about something else. So, forgot. Yes. So on Tuesday, actually, it starts 2:00. Oh, so sorry, not 2:00, 6:00. We have announced it starts 7:00. IVA registrations are coming through. International Women's Alliance.
Okay. Yep.
And the ladies, they don't want to wait till 7:00, and they have asked me, hey Helmut, can you get the place secured from 6?
Okay.
Otherwise, the ladies will start leaving home.
Okay.
I still haven't changed the scheduler, but it will be from 6 o'clock. It is from the 6 o'clock already. So Tuesday evening, Mediterranean feast and wines.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah. Have you got your pull-up banners?
No.
I ordered mine today. I will. Kitten will be driving. Not driving. She'll take London public transport and she'll go after that.
Okay.
Or maybe we can send Alex. Is Alex coming?
My brother.
Yes.
Yeah, they'll both be there. Yeah,
Alex
I'll
and Gus,
go. I'll
maybe
sort it out
Anders.
tomorrow. I'll sort it out
Yeah.
tomorrow. I'll get one.
I'll give you. I did ask them. Look, I made the banners. So I have ordered pull-up banners. I ordered them late.
Okay.
You know how the time is running out. Then I created the same style. It will say conference. The moderators is Tess Diaz. Then exhibitors and meeting room. Then there is International Women's Alliance set. Then digital assets track on Thursday or on Wednesday. And then we have the registration area. So that when people come in, do you remember last year it was a little spot, and now there are 3 big doors. So in the front of them, I'll put up the registration area. And I did talk to printers, and if you order wherever you order pull-up banners, they will print them only on Monday, and then the earliest delivery day is only Tuesday. So these guys actually work on Saturday, Sunday in London, in East London. And yes, if Kitten or somebody else is going after picking them up, then she wasn't too happy, but
I'm sure you'll work that out.
yeah, she'll help out. Of course, she'll help out. Yeah. So I can give you the context. Anyways, we are talking now about bang. Yeah, of course. And then we need flags. As well. So we will put up flags on the street. Yes.
Okay.
For DNWE, for Brandable, whatever. DNWE, Brandable. So
I'm not sure
can
whether
you actually talk about Brandable? What is or you cannot talk about Brandable?
No, we're just sorting some things out. So there's not really anything exciting to talk about.
It is IT business after all. Yes, and the work needs to be done. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else going in your world, or 1 hour 20 minutes in?
No, fly back to the UK tomorrow. Fingers crossed, and then ready for London on Monday.
How is the Portugal?
I like it. I really like. I mean, to be honest, I've been in a hotel quite a lot of time, just cracking out work. But if there's one place I'd recommend, it'd be Lisbon. Really nice place, lots of places to eat and drink, and it's cool. There's a tram that goes through. Yeah, really, really nice. I'd like to come back properly and spend some time here. But no, really like it. It's really nice. Glad I came. And we just need to get the boxing on with Andrew.
And we should go to Romania, to Daniel. Daniel's from Romania, from Bucharest. There is a very big nomad community in Romania.
I really want to go to Romania, definitely.
Yes.
Cool. Around the time I'm going to go to Italy, I was going to do Europe at the same time. So yeah, I'll be up for Romania if you fancy it.
Yeah. It just seems, Hungary and Romania, they are also Prague.
Prague would be cool.
Prague's
on the list already. Yeah.
Really old European cities. They're awesome. Yeah. Okay, Ryan. Awesome. Congratulations. And can I ask you, do you know your numbers you have sold the domains in this August? Around?
I don't know. A
And it
few.
was
I don't know the numbers.
last month?
I'm not sure. We've had a few big six figures, so I'm not sure. Don't know. And with the platforms, I don't know what we're doing. No idea.
Few six-figure sales, yes?
Yeah.
.coms? CCs?
Comms, CCs are doing okay. I don't know the data, so can't really comment. But yeah, well, remember it's marketplaces, so they sell
Yeah.
through quite quickly and quite large
Yes.
volume. So I have no idea. But yeah, we're doing okay.
And what would you suggest to a young domainer who doesn't see those leads coming in at all? He sits on maybe 100 domain names, and there are no inbound leads whatsoever. What would
Well,
you say?
look, the average sell-through rate's like 1% worst case. So if you have 100 domains, you're going to get one sale a year. So be realistic about what that means. Go onto the forums, get to know more about. Maybe you need to buy better as well. That's the other thing, is you get a higher sell-through rate when you buy better domains. Do the Domain Academy course, get skilled up, do the forums, go to the news sites like DNW, Domain Name Wire, go to Crunch ID, go to Name Bio, see the historic sales.
Learn what sells. Yes,
Yeah.
learn what sells. Yes.
Look at .db. The tools are all out there. Do your research before you buy any domains, and then you'll have a much more happier life.
And then come to the Domain Summit. Meet Ryan.
Absolutely.
Talk. And those who are watching, if you are in domain name business yourselves, and if you want to do business with forums, there is me. dnforum.com. I never ever thought I would have this honor owning it. dnforum.com and Aiken Domains. Come, friendly places, business friendly places. Come and let us talk. Thank you, Ryan. See you Sunday, Monday?
Yeah, Sunday, Monday.
Sunday, Monday. Awesome, buddy.
Okay. All right. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you for
Everyone
sponsoring.
enjoy their weekend. And remember to go and go to community.dnwe.com and win the headline domain, and then we can celebrate in London next week.
Bang. That would be awesome.
Be cool.
All success.